everyone, thanks again for tuning into Citizens Workshop. Hope you're having a wonderful day. So, today we're going to be talking about Life as We Knew It. This is a young adult dystopian novel, and I have to say one of the things that really struck out to me was just how 100% believable this novel was. And I say that because it follows the events. I mean, just look at the moon right there. Look how big it looks. I think sometimes in our night sky, I think, wow, the moon looks big tonight, right? Not as big as this. And this is because a meteor struck the moon with such force that it knocked the moon into a closer orbit of the sun. Now, scientifically speaking, we already know the moon does affect Earth because of that gravitational pull that is going between them. I mean, honestly, it also controls, the Earth's axis. Quick science lesson. The moon controls our Earth's axis, and the moon is, I think it's moving a centimeter away every year. So it's going like this, but it's going like out, more out, more out, more out, right? The more out it goes, the weaker the gravitational pull it has on the Earth. So the Earth's axis, it's kind of on this angle right now. It's slowly turning, it's slowly tilting. It's kind of cool, right? But it does affect us, the moon's gravitational pull does control the tides, and considering our bodies are 70% water, it does have an effect on us as well, not going into some of that new age methodology, but I'm just thinking scientific, if you want to look at it from a scientific standpoint. So what happens if the moon gets knocked closer? That gravitational pull is going to be even stronger, right? Just think of the devastating effects it's going to have, and it does. It causes earthquakes. It causes worldwide tsunamis, volcanic eruptions, because it's pulling at the magma that has been dormant for quite some time. So now it's making long-time dormant volcanoes suddenly erupt. I mean, it's just a major catastrophe after catastrophe in this book. Hotter summers, and then really, really cold extinction level event winters. When you think of, not only is it winter, but when you're thinking of all the ash that is in the sky now because of the volcanic eruptions, that means, less sun, less heat, and, well, really, really frigid winters. So basically, that is the story. It's following Miranda. She is a sophomore in high school. She's a teenager when all of this happens. They just thought, oh, yeah, cool meteor shower, let's go look at it. And then, bam, all of a sudden, her entire world just changes. And like I said, I love the science behind it because to me, fun fact, I grew up at MIT. My mom was a student there, so I actually grew up there, which is kind of why I know a lot of the science behind this. She's really gonna love this novel. Now that I think about it. So I grew up learning a lot of Earth, atmospheric, planetary sciences because that's what my mom majored in. But I love the science behind it. I really, really do. It's very believable as far as a storytelling standpoint goes because I didn't have to suspend my belief when I was reading it. It was just something that was just so accurate to me, not just as a reader, but also, someone raised with a science background. I found it to be incredibly compelling because of the realism and the believability of it. I didn't have to suspend my belief. And that's really important when it comes to, for me, it's really important that I don't have to suspend my belief to such a degree. I read fiction clearly. I love genre fiction. You've seen my reviews. I review a lot of fantasy, I read books as an escape. I don't really read a lot of contemporary, because I tend to be a little bit more judgmental with contemporary novels. I want them to be believable. I don't want to have to suspend my belief to read something that is supposed to be based in, a contemporary fashion, which is why I'm very picky when it comes to my contemporary novels. But this, I would have to say it's a contemporary dystopic novel because it's just so 100% believable for me. I got lost in the storytelling. I was just like reading, I'm like, oh my god, her voice as well. It was so believable. I mean, you definitely believe this is a teenage girl in this world. You think teenagers, yeah, they just kind of want to, they don't think it's the end of the world. They're like, I don't think it's that big of a deal. And then they kind of continue to live their life for as long as they can until it starts to click. But you really do see it start to click for Miranda that, it's the end of the world, kind of, sort of. The war, right here, the weather broke. The weather basically did break. If you read the novel, I mean, it's just catastrophe after catastrophe, like I said. So you're seeing the realization you're seeing the realization come alive for Miranda that, yeah, no, you can't just go back to school like nothing's going to happen. The world is changing. The world has changed. And we have to try to survive now. I mean, that's the message that her mother is just kind of trying to get in her head. It's trying to survive. They're just trying to survive. That's it. And, I mean, it really, really was so compelling to read this book. I absolutely loved it. And it also helps, I guess, that's written in a diary format. So you're seeing the story evolve. You're seeing her go through the months. And try to kind of reconcile the life as she knew it versus what the life is now. What does it mean for her future? What does it mean for the future of her family? The future of her mom and her older brother and her younger brother, for all the people she has loved, all the people she knew. Life has completely, just in one single moment, been absolutely altered. And, it takes her young mind, realistically, time to really comprehend the devastating effects of it. And that's what I really like. You really do see that tension between her and her mother. You're seeing her mom and her older brother just kind of trying to keep it together for the family, because it's like, we have to keep it together, keep it together, keep it together. But then you're seeing them, slowly start to starve themselves so that they can ensure that the youngest of them has a chance for survival. You're seeing everything that they are doing for survival. And it's just kind of like heartbreakingly real because the voice is so absolutely believable. The voice, the storytelling, everything. It was just executed to perfection. It's such a believable novel that, I'm just reading this and I'm like, wow, am I sure this isn't happening outside my window right now? I mean, if it were, I'd be dead because I live in Florida. So any tsunamis would have totally just destroyed me. But it's a scary thought. So it's just like, wow, the book was just like, it kept catching me off guard because I'm like, no, this is not real, but it feels so real. And that's why it was so absolutely captivating. I absolutely did love it. So I do have to give Life as We Knew It 5 out of 5 stars. Absolutely astounding. So believable, so realistic, gripping. I mean, I have the rest of the series. You can't see it, but it's on my bookcase, like, up here. and I'm so excited. I just kind of want to blow through the whole series like right now, but I can do that because I have a pile of books on my dresser I need to read. But I'll fit them in. I know I will. So once again, Life as We Knew It, I'm going to give 5 out of 5 stars. If you want to purchase the book, please purchase the book from your local bookseller or online book retailer. I just ask that you purchase the book not from Amazon. You know, you support your booksellers, whether they be independently owned bookstores or chain-owned bookstores like Barnes & Noble or Books A Million. You go on bookshop.org. That is a way to support a local independently owned bookstore near you. You can go on there, select the store you want to support. The closest indie bookstore to me on that website is like 16 miles away, and that's the one whenever I purchase books there. That is the one that a percentage of my proceeds goes towards supporting. I just think, you know, we should be supporting our bookstores. I mean, we can get everything and anything off of Amazon. I think when it comes to books, we should support our booksellers and our book retailers. So on that note, I hope you all will continue to support me here by liking this video, subscribing to my channel, and sharing it with all your book-loving friends. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and as always, happy reading!